Good Sunday afternoon, everyone. It's been a long 24 hours, but here we are on the other side of that severe weather threat. I have heard of some folks having some trees on their houses, I've power outages, tree limbs down, things like that. I've not heard of anyone's home being destroyed by any tree falling on it or anything like that nature, but certainly a little bit of damage scattered around here and there. But we, all in all, I think we fared better than we could have. Did have that one tornado warning that was issued for McMinnville that ended up extending on up toward the southwest corner of Cumberland County, basically the Midway community and southwest. But these are the storm reports from last night, and yeah, they tried to reach toward the Cumberland Plateau. That line fired up right before it got to the Cumberland Plateau, and especially on the south end of it, and gave us a little bit of a spook there in the middle of the night. But you see all those storm reports to the south. There are no tornado reports at this time, but some of those wind damage reports are liable to be upgraded to tornado damage reports. The National Weather Service will be out doing storm surveys today, determining what was straight line wind, what was tornado, with all those blue dots you see to our south. So yeah, I think we did all right. So maybe that was practice for the spring months to come. Rest of today's level of concern were level 1, just some gusty winds and some snow flurries flying around out there. I'm not looking for any snow accumulation, a dusting at most. Sure was pretty this morning, wasn't it? If we could have just got that temperature to drop a little faster, man, some of the bushes and stuff, they got really, really pretty, and then around here at least it all tried to melt away. A little bit still sticking around, but flurries the rest of the day and into the evening and even into the early overnight hours, and it could amount to a dusting on certain surfaces. The 5-day winter weather threat level, Wednesday through Thursday. Wednesday, the threat is increasing. If you're listening to this, I suspect you're mostly listening to this because of the snow threat for Wednesday. We also have dangerously cold temperatures coming Thursday night, with lows dipping down into the single digits. So be mindful of that as well. Cliffy clouds and blind brings a 5-day forecast. Got those snow showers, snow flurries, mostly flurries left over now for the rest of the day. Temperatures falling on down into the 19, 20, 21 degree mark tonight. And then Monday, mostly sunny, highs in the mid to upper 30s. Tuesday, partly cloudy, highs around 40. Clouds increase later in the day. And then Tuesday night, we see snow developing across the region as lows drop into the low 20s. So plenty cold enough for snow. And for that snow to accumulate. Wednesday, we see snow likely. It will be a meteorologist mark weather alert day. Highs only in the low 30s. We might get to 33, and then we drop down to 11 Wednesday night. And then Thursday, highs only in the 20s and lows in the single digits. So that's where that dangerously cold air comes in, and it stays cold for a few days after that as well. So Upper Cumberland Federal Credit Union precip forecast, that inch of rain we got this morning, I ended up with 3, 4, 5, almost 5 3/4 inches of rain total from this whole storm system, so not too shabby. Wednesday, about 1/4 inch of liquid precipitation. As it looks right now, that would equate to about 2 to 4 inches of snow. And that's what you see on my M&M's forecast snow totals. I'm settling on 2 to 4 inches, folks. So we'll see how this evolves as we get closer to time. I do not like to change my snow forecast once I've made it because I usually get burned if I do. I was thinking 1 to 3. I had mentioned that to you all, and now I'm going 2 to 4. And as we learned in the last event, the number that seems to be the most common in my snow forecast is usually the number we come closest to getting. So the magic number to look for is 3, 3 inches of snow, give or take an inch. So we'll see how this is a Gulf low. So I think it's going to happen, folks. I think we're going to get some snow. It's going to be a daytime snow too. So heaven help us if it burns us like the last one did for some of us. It's a daytime snow. We're going to get this snow, and we all got snow last time. We just didn't get as much, or at least many of us didn't get as much as we had hoped for. But this time we're looking. I'm thinking 2 to 4 inches at this point. So M&M snow day forecast. kids, teachers, school bus drivers, whoever else, 80% chance of a snow day on Wednesday. And if current trends continue, this is probably going to increase. So, yep. Weichert Realtors bring us our extended threat outlook. The next big thing I'm looking at is March the 1st. That had looked like it's a big storm system. Yesterday it looked a little colder, like maybe some March mischief in the wintry department. It now looks like a severe storm threat. So anyway, I'll keep an eye on that. Let's get through this next week first, and then we'll focus on March coming in like a lion. On this day in weather history, brought to us by Bramall Travel. 1928, people walking through the old Albertstown Cemetery in the 3rd District of Fitchburg County, viewing the havoc wrought by a recent storm, were horrified to see a pair of children's shoes embedded in the roots of a pine tree that had been uprooted by the storm. An investigation shows the shoes to have belonged to a child of Dan Richards, buried near the pine tree some 40 years before. No trace of a casket or any other apparel was found, except the shoes, which seem to be well preserved. Weather's weird and does weird things, folks. Excuse me. Get choked up talking about weird weather. Don't forget Twisters. Coming to the Palace Theater Friday night. It's going to be cold, but hey, bundle up, come inside, we'll warm you up. $5 get you a ticket, $5 get you concessions. F5 concession special for only $5. Popcorn, candy, and a drink. And you're supporting a good cause. Proceeds going to buy weather radios for folks who can't afford them, which includes a lot of our seniors. So, yep, we're doing good things with this, folks. And I've got a backdrop for you to get your picture made in front of with a big tornado. It's so scary. You folks have a wonderful rest of your day and keep looking up. I'll have a fresh forecast update in the morning, or I'll always send a notification if I see something big that you need to know about for the Wednesday snow coming up with some of the data for the rest of the day. But otherwise, you'll hear from me first thing in the morning with a fresh forecast. Take care. Keep looking up. For all your weather, Meteorologist Mark.